Hey guys, it's Kingdom Orange 2 here, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought it would be fun to compare the various voice actors of each of the Bratz characters and decide who did a better job. Now obviously this can be a bit difficult because especially for the Bratz, their voice actors would often change depending on whether they were babies, kids, or teenagers. So this was definitely something I took into consideration when making this list. With that being said, I plan on turning this video idea into a series on my channel, and like always, feel free to check out my Instagram and TikTok pages. So yeah, let's get on with the list. Chloe. So at the bottom of the list, we have Skylar Shay.
Talking about Sasha, at least we don't buy our friends with our daddy's bank account.
No, what's stupid is that I'm almost getting kicked off of my soccer team. And you're the one dropping out? Well, if it isn't the Bratz.
No offense to Skylar Shay, but she was my least favorite out of all of the live action actors. I feel like she tends to have a very tired look on her face when she talks, and it doesn't help that her voice is very dull and monotone. But I don't know if this is due to Skylar Shay's appearance or if she's just a bad actress. Number 4 is Melissa Goodwin.
I shall name you Ronaldo, and we shall take beautiful pictures together. Sweet cupcake crush. I needs to has it. My name's Chloe, and I'm everybody's sweetheart. A selfie? Whoa.
I know that Chloe in the web series was supposed to have more of a sweet airhead personality to her, and I think Melissa did a good job with that. There's nothing really super interesting or special about her voice. Number 3 is Nikki Caffey.
Funkalish. Got a big project due in Mr. Del Rio's class, Cameron. Well, I'm all about expressing myself through my own personal style. I just don't get it. We were the only ones at my house last night. We had the camera.
I don't think Nikki's voice is bad, but the problem with it to me is that she sounds a bit like a mean girl. And I get that the Bratz are like sassy and kind of popular at school, but they're supposed to be the girls you would still want to be friends with. Number 2 is Britt McKillop.
Oh, happy endings are way harder than I thought they would be.
Reminds me of us when we're not fighting.
Not mad. Unless you mean mad as in crazy, bats, nuts, loony, off her rocker.
Britt McKillop's Chloe is so close to her previous voice that for the longest time I thought they were the same person, but it's too young when she's an adult and too old for a baby. But Britt is still able to deliver that over-dramatic and somewhat immature sound to Chloe's voice, so I love it. Number 1 is Olivia Hack.
No, what have I done? I could have wished for $1 million.
Thanks, Cameron. I've got a lot of cool moves.
Not mad. Unless you mean mad as in crazy, bats, nuts, loony, off her rocker.
She is the drama mama. I love the way she sounds when Chloe is having an emotional breakdown, which seems to be almost every episode and movie of Bratz. I think Olivia also does an amazing job of performing Chloe's many different emotions, and I'm so happy they decided to invite her back to voice Chloe in the Talking Bratz show on TikTok. Jade. Number 9 is Britt Irvin.
Let's try that. Except the potatoes won't know we're playing. He sees my style and outfits. Mr. Charles is gonna want to bring the life of a young designer to the screen. Right. My heart's not in this anymore.
I never really liked her voice for Jade. Something about it is just weird to me. I noticed that when Britt talks, sometimes you can detect that she has a bit of a Canadian accent. And I know that Britt has never played Jade as a kid, but as a baby, she just sounds way too old. This is kind of stupid, but I don't have many reasons for disliking her other than that. Number 8 is Nicole Munoz.
Yasmin? Sasha? I think something's wrong with Chloe. Go on, Ginger. But you might want to pick up the pace a bit. I don't understand how... The eyes, the fangs... How?
I don't think there's anything wrong about Nicole's voice. She sounds exactly like how I think a 10-year-old would talk, but there's really nothing unique or special about it, so I had to put it lower on the list. Number 7 is Alexandra Carter.
Whoa, where's your faith, twin sister? We're not giving up on you or Snappy. You must have the whole $50 by now. Are you kidding? Absolutely, positively, 9 zillion% yes!
Alexandra was also hard to rank because we only see her voice Jade as a baby. However, what I can say is that I think she did a really good job at her performance. Alexandra makes Jade sound just like a little kid, but gives Jade some attitude, which I absolutely love. Number 6 is Brittany Wilson.
Bad idea. You know how strict your dad is. No one's ever been invited to the Devlin home. Yeah, I have to finish my essay on the history of modern law enforcement. We'll never dig our way out of here. She left.
Are you hiding from her?
So Brittany's voice is pretty feminine, which works well if they wanted to have Jade be a more girly girl. Jade's personality is constantly changing throughout her many iterations, so if this was their goal here, I think it works really well. It's not super impressionable or recognizable, but I wish they would have stuck with Brittany's voice for the second season of the Bratz show instead of using Britt Irvin's. Number 5 is Callie Edmiston.
Don't start. My parents took me to a French restaurant once, and the frog legs tasted just like chicken. Tell me where the appliances are, and I won't bother you. Ciao!
The strange thing about this voice actress is that since she doesn't have a picture, we aren't exactly sure who she is. With that being said, while I don't think that Callie was a child when she voiced Jade, she does an excellent job at sounding like one. I think what's great about Callie versus Nicole is that she brings this real spunkiness and attitude to Jade that I would totally feel Jade would have as a preteen. Number 4 is Janelle Parrish.
Please, that's like a textbook definition of superpower. It's a thing in your life that you're really amazing at, but you hide it from the world so people will think you're normal.
Can we talk about the fact that my grades have dropped? How selfish can you be?
When I was a kid, I used to hate Janelle because she was shorter than the rest of the girls, and I thought that since the dolls were all the same height, they should have hired someone taller. But stupid child Alex aside, I think Janelle is a great Jade. I'm not really into the new geek side they tried to give Jade for this movie, or those hideous blue hair extensions, but neither of those were Janelle's choice. Number 3 is Frida Wolf.
You guys talking about swimming? Scuba? What's up? I'm down.
It's your girl, Jade, living life at zero gravity.
That is the definition of cute. And cat pic posters are like catnip to people. No, can't you guys put it in the kitchen or something?
So this Jade is also unique because they made her into a tomboy who was really into skateboarding and sports, which used to be a bit more of Chloe's original role. However, besides the tacky lingo that Jade would occasionally use, I think Frida does an excellent job at making Jade sound edgy and sporty. It's very different from a lot of Jade's other voices, but it fits perfectly with her personality here. Number 2 is Soleil Moonfry.
You are looking at the new assistant to Miss Birdine Maxwell, editor-in-chief. That movie rocked. It seems so real, except when the zombies attack the laundromat. Hey, this is the best dressed scarecrow I've ever seen. Where can I get an outfit like that?
Okay, so stupid side note before I start, I used to be obsessed with this voice actress's name because it literally is Sun Moonfry. But anyways, I think Soleil is super talented. She's a bit raspy sounding, which helps make Jade's voice recognizable, but I guess my only complaint with Soleil is that I feel she sounds a bit old for a teenager at times. Number 1 is Jillian Thompson.
Now, there has to be a way to get out of this assignment. Where there is dry scalp, where there are split ends, there you shall find me. Super hair care gal. You were the only one I confided in at the mall about feeling like I was losing my fashion sense.
In all honesty, I wasn't sure that I was going to put Jillian at the top of the list, but when it comes down to it, Jillian really gives an excellent performance for Jade. Now, I would argue that similar to Chloe, her voice has this sort of mean girl sound to it, but I feel like for the girl who is the fashionista of the group, it works really well. Sasha. Number 6 is Ashley Ball.
What? Chillax, Angel, not Cymbeline. She is the most together person I know. Hold up. Chloe, I found out you failed your chemistry class. April Fool's was 2 weeks ago. You're late.
I think the main problem with Ashley Ball's voice is that she sounds too much like she was trying to imitate what Tia Mowry sounded like instead of making it her own. And I don't think her Sasha voice is bad as a teenager or as a baby. In all honesty, none of Sasha's voice actresses are truly terrible, but it's just not great, so that's why she's low on the list. Number 5 is Shandalia White.
My name is Sasha. I'm always ready for my close-up. You are full-on addicted to this game. If thou liked it, thou should have put a ring on it. I can't even find enough inspiration to think of a crown.
Shandalia's voice is fine. The Sasha in these webisodes was a little weird because all I really picked up from watching them again was that Sasha was very confident in herself, which I think Shandalia did well with. But Sasha has a big personality, and I think her voice needs a bit more oomph to it. Number 4 is Logan Browning.
That's interesting. We haven't talked in 2 years, ever since you done dust to be queen of the door.
Girl, I brought it, nailed it, lent it to my friend's kid sister, and I borrowed it back while you were still figuring out the beat.
Oh! No! You did it!
I don't necessarily dislike Logan Browning as Sasha. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they made Sasha a cheerleader in the movie, which is something I could never, ever see Sasha doing. I wouldn't go as far to say that Logan Browning is a bad actress, but I don't remember her bringing any sort of distinct personality to Sasha. Number 3 is Dorla Bell.
Haven't you heard? There's an emergency. A baby is trapped on a ride.
I do not ahem. I am so sorry.
you can all throw me in the lake. Help! No! Please!
I'm still not 100% sure on how I feel about Dorla's voice. On one hand, I really enjoy her performance for Sasha as a baby and child and think it works really well. On the other, I feel like her voice is a bit dry for Sasha and seems to lack some personality. Number 2 is India Thomas.
I don't know why y'all are freaking. I'm the leader of the prom committee, so I'm the one who's gotta hook the whole thing up. I'm Sasha, but my friends call me Bunny Boo, cause I just love the hip-hop thing. Do you have to point that thing at me at this very moment, Yasmin?
India's voice is great for Sasha. I think it really reflects Sasha's personality. She's more of a straight-shooting, hip, and fun kind of girl who is a bit of a control freak. I think the only thing that keeps India from being number 1 on this list is that her voice can sound a bit dull at times, which doesn't really fit for someone like Sasha. Number 1 is Tia Mowry.
Jade and I will scoop the London fashion scene. I've already mapped out all the super styling places I want to go today.
And I thought she just had a facial hair problem. My dream is about to become reality! B-Hip Radio is auditioning teen DJs for a part-time gig.
I have no idea how MGA was able to afford such a popular and amazing actress like Tia Mowry at the time, but honestly, I love everything about Tia's performance for Sasha. Tia does an excellent job at portraying Sasha's larger-than-life personality and the many range of emotions she experiences. I can also remember her giving Sasha some of the most epic one-liners I've ever heard. Yasmin. Number 7 is Heidi Gardner.
Isn't working? Maybe exercise will thaw your winter woes. Namaste. I'm Yasmin. My happy place is wherever my friends are. Aww. I love you, Chloe. No, silly. It's growing food locally to cut down on waste.
When I found out that Heidi was the one who voiced Yasmin in the Bratz webisodes, I immediately just laughed out loud. I love Heidi Gardner on SNL, but the problem with her here is that Yasmin sounds really forced. I know that it's acting, but Heidi makes her voice seem overtly comical and unrealistic. I realize that it's kind of the tone they were going for in the webisodes, but for me, it doesn't really work that well. Number 6 is Claire Renaud.
Oh my gosh, I really messed up, and it all rests on me now. I've got to fix this, or my poor BFFs will be stuck here with me forever. Oh yeah, do you happen to have any glass slippers? There isn't even a bed.
The thing about most of Yasmin's voice actresses is that they typically all go for a younger, sweeter voice, and I don't really get that from Claire. She does make Yasmin seem like a sassy 10-year-old, which all of the Bratz are in this movie, but I would like to believe that Yasmin would have a softer, sweeter voice, and Claire really doesn't. Number 5 is Bridget Taylor.
Uh-huh. Chloe has one. Sasha has one. Even Jade's got one. Okay, very funny. You're officially making me crazy. And with what was left over, I bought you the vase. Can you ever forgive me?
The same criticism I would give Claire about her Yasmin voice, I would give to Bridget. They're honestly not that different. Both evoke this sassy kid vibe, and it really just comes down to personal preference for me. Number 4 is Marika Hendricks.
I hope Miss Calabash didn't see you. Hey, wait. You know, sometimes I have to bring a book to class to keep chemistry interesting. But if you don't get with it, you're gonna fail. I just love big, beautiful babies like you, you pretty Miss Thing.
I think Marika does an excellent job at voicing Yasmin as a baby, but as a teenager, I feel like she sometimes sounds too young. There are also times where her voice comes across a bit annoying to me, but I wonder if that's because she also is the voice for Hadley in Barbie and a Mermaid Tale. Number 3 is Natalia Ramos.
My hair! Sasha! You stupid cheerleader!
I'm still not doing it. Next subject, please. You can hear it. Stage fright? Yeah. But Sasha, I mean, it's really been about missing you guys.
I love Natalia Ramos, especially in the series House of Anubis. I think Natalia brought justice to a live-action Yasmin. Even though I'm not crazy about how they wrote the live-action Yasmin as kind of a friendless loner, I think Natalia was able to play her shy personality really well. And before I move on, we gotta acknowledge that singing voice. Listen, I'm not sure if Natalia is able to sing, but why would they pick someone who makes her sound like she's 35 years old when she sings? Number 2 is Dion Kwan.
Yes, I do. I mean, next thing you know, you'll be telling us you can't make the opening of Pins.
Our pick from Rockwater Springs is Mandy Pickett! If you two amphibians are really Dylan and Bryce, why don't you wish yourselves back?
So I first have to acknowledge how awesome Dion Kwan is. She's legally blind and actually reads her scripts in Braille. I also really think Dion's voice is perfect for Yasmin. She's good at giving that calm and collected sound Yasmin is known for, but can also turn up the attitude when she needs to. Sometimes I would say that Dion sounds a bit young to me, but her voice tends to get deeper when Yasmin's mad or irritated. Number 1 is Janice Kawaye.
But we like you because you're just a great friend.
And this friend says you look like you could use a super yummy fruit smoothie. I am the Daily Doings mystery writer. This is gonna be the best night ever.
I went back and forth on her and Dion, and I just like Janice's voice a bit more. It's still a little young sounding, but it gives off this really girly and sweet vibe that Yasmin should have. I also really just love Janice's voice because she played Jenny in my life as a teenage robot. So I did end up skipping the voice actresses from the TikTok show, the Living It Up with the Bratz DVD, and the Bratz Rock cartoon because I didn't feel like there was enough dialogue to rank them on this list. But as always, feel free to tell me what you guys thought of my video down below, as well as who your favorite actresses of Bratz were and why. I plan on doing another video with Monster High, Winx Club, and Barbie in the future if this one does well. If you liked this video today and want to see more content in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will see you soon. Bye!